Yes, I know it's almost been a year since I talked about a game show. Leave me alone, I'm lazy. Welcome to Game Show Mania, the show that goes into the depths of time to talk about game shows, past and present, that you may not even remember that you've watched. I got a feeling I'm going to be pulling a lot of memories you didn't even know you had in this series. Again, if you have a game show that you want me to research and make a retrospective about, leave them in the comments.
Some furniture is born bad. The Chair, ABC's hit original game show thriller.
Let me out of here!
That punches right back.
Bad Chair.
The Chair, hosted by John McEnroe. A brand new episode Tuesday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
This is The Chair, and it's an anxious person's nightmare. Trust me, I know. I'm anxious as shit, and this game show terrifies me. This originally New Zealand-based show combines trivia and a lie detector test in the most terrifying way. Being trivia smart is only half the qualifications here, folks. You are required to be relaxed and not get worked up while doing it. And isn't test taking the most calming activity ever? Like, do you never get worked up over a test? Then this game show is for you. Contestants are required to be strapped up to heart rate monitors while answering questions, and they have to be mindful that their heart rate doesn't exceed a certain amount, or they would start to lose prize money that they earn by every second that they're over. So, to all my fellow horrible test takers, is this game sounding appealing to you yet? This show was created by Julie Christie in the original New Zealand format, and it proved so successful it was quickly adapted to different nations, including the good old USA format that I'm talking about right now. It aired on ABC, so you know it got the primetime spot. This show was hosted by John McEnroe, the former Grand Slam tennis champion. Yes, that one.
Second stuff, please.
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
The grand champion of doing absolutely too much. For as emotional McEnroe was on the tennis court, he's oddly robotic and wooden here.
What? If our next contender wins, I'm gonna do something most people have never seen. I'll relax.
He might have a couple good jokes with contestants, but oddly enough, he just comes off as monotone, just like he's trying to do his best to remain stable. It's really weird. So the rules of the game are as follows. Before playing, contestants are put through multiple medical exams to determine if they are fit for the game, such as intelligence tests, shock aptitude tests, and long-term heart monitoring to determine if they are fit. If chosen, the resting heart rate measured for the contestant is used for the baseline. For the actual game, the contestant only needs to answer 7 questions correctly to walk away with the maximum prize of $250,000. Simple, right? Well, that's only the beginning. Remember the resting heart rate measured before the game? Well, that number is raised to 60% more than the measured rate, and that is your ceiling for the game, nicknamed
The Red Line.
If you go over that rate, you aren't allowed to answer the question asked of you until your heart rate goes back under. On top of that, for every second you spent over the red line, you lose money.
Chris is now at 147,000.
After every correct answer, that red line is lowered by 5%, meaning you have less wiggle room to get stressed or excited. You also weren't allowed to close your eyes or do any other activity to distract yourself, or you risk getting a strike. 3 strikes and you were disqualified.
Oh no!
The game ends in one of 4 ways. You get 1 question wrong, you are out of here. You get disqualified, you are out of here. You lose all your money because you couldn't calm the hell down, you are out of here. Or the 4th option, you get all 7 questions correct, you get all the money remaining left in your bank. And those were the basic rules of the game, but there are also some kinks thrown in for some extra spice. In between a couple rounds, the contestants were subject to a heart stopper, which were events that were designed to raise the contender's heart rate for 15 seconds.
Get ready. Mike, here comes your first heart stopper. Sounds like July 4th.
Between flames shooting out on stage, various animals being brought in, and even Madman McEnroe serving tennis balls near the competitors' heads, These events were designed to throw people's heart rates off and cause them to go over the red line.
You may answer the question.
Answer.
Another layer to the game was the stabilizer. After answering the third question correctly, the contestant was offered a chance each round afterwards to set a baseline of guaranteed money earned. This was only offered once, so if a contestant accepted a baseline at $15,000 and made it to the $100,000 question and got it wrong, they were fucked and only got $15,000, which is more money than I have, so I don't know why I said fucked. The questions had no time limit, so contestants had conceptually all the time in the world to answer as long as their heart rate was below the red line, which, to be honest, is probably a game flaw. Imagine someone just took the entire day just to answer one question, only because they kept calm the entire time. The only line of defense against this? John McEnroe.
It's a good start. Great, man. Another impression. That's enough. When you do those impressions, your heart rate goes crazy, all right? So I'm going to give you a little hint. No more impressions, okay?
He would pester the shit out of the contestants, basically taunting them to get them either upset or get them to answer, which is pretty weak. Another thing that was pretty weak, the heart stoppers. Most of them had no real way of startling the contestants since they knew they were coming ahead of time. The flames in particular were no real threat, and it made the 15 seconds just seem dumb. I watched the show when I was younger, and to be honest, it actually hooked me. The concept itself was intriguing enough that I convinced my family to watch the premiere episode with me, and they enjoyed it as well. It didn't really last long, however. It only ran from January to March in 2002, with 13 one-hour episodes taped, and 9 of those making it to TV. Only 2 competitors actually won the game, with both of them winning over $220,000, which is a pretty piece of change for 7 questions. This show has its flaws at points, but the concept itself I think should have carried it to another season. Maybe add in different types of questions and hard stoppers to try and unnerve the players, but as a whole, I think The Chair is worth your time to at least watch 1 episode. I'm giving The Chair 3 anxiety attacks out of 5. This show is available online on YouTube, though there is no home releases, so potato quality is all you get. It's kinda funny though. I kinda remember this show coming on Fox as well as ABC, but everywhere I look on the internet, it only says on ABC. I wonder which Fox show I was thinking about.
Welcome to the chamber.
Oh, fucking boy.
Till then, I'm John McEnroe. Good night.
Fuck, you can't be serious, man.
You cannot be serious!